everybody, and welcome to my home. Today we are going to make a very unique casserole, and it's called the Finley's Casserole. I hope you stay tuned. Welcome to my home. Welcome to my simple way of living, and welcome to my life. This is Tessie, and this is Homestead Tessie Country Living. Hi everybody, and welcome to today's video. We're going to be doing a little bit of cooking outside. We are going to make a very unique titled recipe. It's called Widow Finley's Breakfast Casserole. This came from the very old recipe files that I got last week at the thrift store. But first, before we get cooking, let's go down to the garden and get a little bit of some herbs. Today we're going to pick some mugwort and we're going to put it on a table. That will keep all of the insects away while we work on our food. So come on, let's go down to the garden. Today we're going to pick some mugwort. Mugwort was what they used in colonial times. It would help keep pests away from their home. It has a very strong odor. You can use it for medicinal ways as well, but today we're going to just use it to set as our table centerpiece. So while we're cooking, we can have the beautiful scent of mugwort, and it will keep all of the insects like flies and mosquitoes, all those pesky insects away while we're cooking. Food assembled, but we have to fry some turkey bacon. In order to do that, we're going to start a fire. Now, as you can see, we had heavy rain all overnight. So the trick is, how can we get a fire going when everything is wet? So let's give that a try. We're going to go ahead and put our turkey bacon in the cast iron skillet. Your cast iron skillet is your best friend when you want to cook outside. In here, I have my fire starters. Now, this is cotton balls with Vaseline jelly, and this will help start my fire. I also have some store-bought fire starters as well, and I use them only in a pinch. So we're gonna get this fire started. It's not that easy when everything's wet, but I think we'll be able to get it. And it works like a charm. All right, we have a good fire going. All it took was a couple of those cotton balls. Now we're going to add some of my smoked wood. A little bit, 2 or 3 handfuls. And now we have a good fire going. Cast iron heats up really quickly, so it won't take long for this bacon to get done. We want to make sure that fire keeps going though. Right, so we have a fire going to beautifully smoke up that beautiful bacon. The fire's going, and we're gonna get that bacon all cooked up, and now we're gonna assemble our meal. It's so simple. It's an overnight breakfast casserole. It calls for some eggs and some bread, some milk, some cheese, and a little bit of seasonings. And it's called Widow Finley's Breakfast Casserole. All right, so let me show you what we put together. First thing we're gonna do is, this is homemade bread, and it's all cubed up. It's a beautiful bread that I had made, and I had it in the freezer. So So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to break it up a little finer. To that, we're going to add some cheese. Now it calls for shredded cheese, but as you see, I didn't have enough. So we are just going to pull apart some lunch cheese, sandwich cheese. It really doesn't matter because it's going to all get melted together and cooked. All right, so we have this part finished. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to assemble our milk and our eggs. For 9 eggs, I'm going to break the eggs open, and then we're going to put the eggshells in my compost bin because we're going to break the eggshells down into my potting soil later on in the video. And we're going to go ahead and we're just going to put all the eggs in here. So I'm going to break open 9 of them, and I'll get back to you when I'm finished. Now we're going to whisk them together. And as we whisk them, then we're going to add our milk. Now we're going to add our mustard powder and our salt. 2 teaspoons of mustard powder. And 2 teaspoons of salt. I used the pink Himalayan salt. And our casserole is almost finished. All we have to do is whisk it all together. And that was 3 cups of milk. All right, the bacon is finished. Now all we have to do is take it off the fire and cut it up, and our casserole is finished. So here's what the bacon looks like. We're gonna go ahead and get the bacon off the fire. All right, so now we have everything done. We need to cut up the bacon, put it in the casserole, and I'll show you one of my bowl covers I made last week and why do I make them, what are they used for. We have the bacon. Now the bacon is really hot. I'm just gonna take my scissors for my kitchen. This is my kitchen scissors, and we're just gonna cut up the bacon in little pieces. So this is turkey bacon, which means it doesn't have hardly any of the fat, and it fries up really dry. I was given this bacon, and I was trying to figure out ways I can use it, and this was a perfect casserole for it. I'm actually cutting them fairly big because I think it's going to give it the flavor better, but of course you can have it very fine if you want. I'm going to go ahead and put it in our casserole. Now because I have a really good fire going, I have to go ahead and get some water, and I can use that hot water to clean my dishes. Looks good. So this is our casserole. It fit perfect to replace saran wrap. So you take the bowl cover, take your hands, and the heat of your hands will actually form a beautiful solid barrier, just like saran wrap. And what you do is, when you want to go ahead, you just wash it, not hot water, but warm soapy water. And there you go. That is a bowl cover. And you don't have to have saran wrap. You can reuse this hundreds of times. All right, let me go put this in the refrigerator, and then we'll do a couple other things. So just stay tuned. Don't finish the video yet. We're not done. All right, everyone, it's finished. So let's give it a taste test. It looks absolutely amazing. Here we go. It's really good. If you like campfire cooking, I have a whole bunch of videos right here all about cooking food for free on a campfire.